Oh. Yeah, the microphone's on also. Oh. Alright, so playing Book of Unwritten Tales. Let me finish getting set up here. We're about chapter 2 or so in the game. This is, I just did a what's Book of Unwritten Tales, so I am actually at that point in the game. This is chapter 2. I did the first chapter. I did a recording of the first chapter. But yeah, so this is back where we're at. So if you are watching this as a recording instead of live, then and you haven't seen the first chapter, check it out. And yeah, so we're gonna play this fully.
I suspect that some sort of strange magical creatures were kept in the cages. Students, for example.
Yeah, that's right.
The little fellas look like they've got nothing but mischief in mind. I hope they don't get into too much trouble.
It's a kobold.
Ooh, crazy drawings and symbols. That must be really high magic. Only the wisest mages can understand all that.
And that's not this gnome.
They're ugly, but I summoned them. Therefore, there is a special... They're ugly, but...
Alright, let's grab my wand. Or interact with my wand at least.
It didn't let me down this time, though. It worked even better than I expected. It was like it wanted to conjure. I could hardly keep it under control.
I'm gonna try something different here. See if I can get rid of that echo that is live. Give me a second. Okay. I don't know. I might have to reload the game for this to work. Yeah. All right. I'll save and reload this real quick. And should work when I reopen this to where the echo might be gone. Well, that didn't work. Let's try something else. All right, one more time. Let's see what happens. Okay, now it should work. Now it should sound a lot better on your guys' end.
It didn't let me down this time, though. It worked even better than I expected. It was like it wanted to conjure. I could hardly keep it under control.
Got my wand now. Bunch of papers and books. What's this thing?
Unusual. This device looks more like ordinary engineering than it does magic. Most magical devices have lots of golden parts, elaborate decorations, and bells and whistles, just the way the mages like them. This one could easily come from a gnome workshop. What does it say? The apparatus that corrupted student Allardyce. A warning to those who do not want to accept the limits of magic. It seems a student by the name of Allardyce made this apparatus and it brought him grief. I don't know why. Compared to the things lying around back home in Gnome Hole, this apparatus doesn't look
Gnome Hole.
dangerous. What does it say? Teachers are traditionally paid in apples. I got this one myself, because I didn't want to spend my first day without an apple. This book looks very old and important. Half the class had runny noses. Most were recaptured. This is the roll book where the teacher writes down any unusual events.
Anything else in there?
Maybe I can find something in the roll book about this Allardyce mentioned.
That's possible.
Here. Despite repeated warnings, young Allardyce continued his experiments on his fire maker. To my great regret, I must say that the device works. He demonstrated it to the staff. We had to have him committed to the asylum in Arkhamstone because of his delusions and insubordination. A wizard who invents a fire maker and then committed to an insane asylum by other wizards. I guess they didn't understand his new kind of magic back in their time, or they figured their monopoly was in danger. For a long time, wizards were the only ones allowed to make fire. Maybe I'll find another entry.
Maybe.
Oh, today I made a disturbing discovery. Young Allardyce, very gifted but also nonconformist, was making drawings of an apparatus. This apparatus could start a fire without magic. Of course, I took the paper away from him and showed it to the headmaster. He ordered 2 weeks of detention in the dungeon and added the drawing to the offender's file.
It's kind of screwy. Well. Let's take a quick look at the bedroom, see if anything's different in here.
The way he looks at the moment, he could give Bertram the work, but he'll get back to... The mixing of potions is an important... It's a bit like cooking, except a stew doesn't kill you if you add the wrong ingredient. The last time a fire burned in this was before the school disappeared 20 years ago. And even if I could, I shouldn't start a fire in it anyway. The flue was broken, and the smoke would fill the entire classroom.
Oh, yeah. Something inside the oven?
A little ash, but also some unburned waste. Here's a sheet of...
And a paper.
Page. Or more precisely, another folded sheet of paper upon which 4 pages have been printed. When I look at the page numbers on the first sheet and on this sheet, it seems there are at least 5 sheets missing.
Okay, so I need to find 5 sheets.
No. With a little luck, I can get through the day with...
Anything else in there?
Looks like someone wanted to start a fire and burn the book page. I don't think the Archmage even has brochures like these. Either he lacks the gold or he doesn't... This is the desk of Chantal the door. Hard to imagine 2 students being any more different. Chantal is only here because it's tradition in her family, and I don't think she really cares about magic or has any real talent for it. Timmy, though, well, he is eager to learn and was so excited the last few days. It's for students like him that we have to get this school back up and running.
What's inside there?
A pencil case. Oh, Chantal forgot. Seems to be a book of fairy. My dad used to read Frog. I'll just leave it there. Chantal. I don't know who that boy was. He was a right pain. However, he seemed to understand a great deal about magic. And if I managed to teach him some manners, he could be an excellent...
Anything in this table?
Generations of students have left their mark, especially in the form of little pictures and sayings carved into wood. Here's a particularly long one. For all drifters and troublemakers, condemned to write the same sentence on the board over and over again, no problem. Cast the automation spell on the piece of chalk and it does it all the work for you. Bartholomew. Hey, aye, that's cheating. Pretty clever though. The spell carved into wood down there, I'll just write it down.
Yeah, it's nothing Nothing to do with The Simpsons or anything. Bartholomew. Okay, anything else? Let's look at this plant.
Oh, most of the plants have dried up. No one looked after them. Introduction to magic, sheep breeding and care, statistics. That seems to be some kind of timetable. Well, as long as I'm the only teacher, most of these subjects won't get taught. When the school disappeared 20 years ago, obviously no one looked after the animals. Expected consequences, really. It appears they wanted to replicate the fish's natural habitat as exactly as possible, including miniature treasure chests, just like the ones frequently found in the sea.
What do we got in this treasure chest here?
Hey, some old coins. Maybe one of my predecessors had a vicious fish guard his retirement fund. I don't need the whole skeleton, but a sharp-pointed bone like...
Let's see, anything else here? Just look at the plant one more time. Oh, it just ate that plant, that bug.
Ugh. Maybe it was always a carnivorous plant. But then, don't worry, little plant. From now on, I'll take care of you.
Hey.
Ugh, that's disgusting. Oh, that smells like rotten eggs. Oh, like Grandad whenever he's eating bean soup. I'm gonna hold my nose.
I probably have to get that gas in some kind of a, yeah.
Luckily, that stinky cloud of gas is...
Yeah, I gotta probably catch it with a jar or something. Alright, let's get out of this room. The flapping of that creature is driving me nuts.
Archmage! Remy!
If it isn't our newest professor. How was your first class, Wilbur?
Great! I conjured up a few kobolds and the students loved it.
Ah, well done. That's the right thing to do. You've already pretty much won the battle, Wilbur. Once they want to learn, they will.
What brings you to the school?
I wanted to pay Horatius Bloch, the new headmaster, a first visit and see how the school's doing.
That's very nice of you. But don't you have more important things to do?
Well, it's my old school. I once walked these halls as a child myself.
What the Archmage doesn't want to tell you is that something is wrong here. For a few days he has sensed the presence of something evil.
Uh-oh, something evil.
What do you mean you sense something evil?
Everything we do and think leaves a trace. You know how you sometimes shudder when you enter a place where great evil has been done? Dark magic leaves a particularly strong trace. Like a bad smell.
Like that plant.
And it smells like dark magic around here?
I first felt it a few days ago. First in the lower town, then in the upper town. And now here at the school.
Where did it come from? I mean, do you know who's responsible?
I don't. The trace dissipates. There is too much wild magic in the air here at the school.
We must keep our eyes open at all times. Good detective work will serve us better in this case than some hocus pocus.
So what's he like, the new headmaster?
He's no mage, that's for certain.
He is an agent of the council leader.
First and foremost, he is a reliable official with principles, Raimi. The council leader of the merchants did appoint him, and he may advocate her policies. Yet I do not believe he will conspire against us. He is stern, but upright.
Did you see the way he looked at me? Like I was vermin. No, I tell you. The council leader has hired him for one reason and one reason only. He is supposed to make life difficult for our Wilbur here.
Am I being set up to fail so they can put the blame on you, Archmage?
Ah, if that's their plan, then they have already lost.
How's the campaign coming along? I hope we're winning.
We're still in the lead.
But our margin is shrinking. Van Buren's bigwig cronies are throwing tons of gold into her election campaign.
How are things in the town? Have things calmed down?
Not really. The barricades are getting higher and the camp is getting larger.
People are getting impatient, and who could blame them? The war is over, yet everyone is doing worse and worse.
But you're doing your best, Archmage.
It takes time, Wilbur. The deeper the wounds, the longer they need to heal. And nothing causes deeper wounds than war.
We must deliver results. Most still trust Alistair, but the mood could swing. Then we would not only lose the election, we would have a riot on our hands.
The council chairman was here. She picked up her daughter from my class.
Ah, terrible person.
She has great influence, and she has friends in high places.
She could also use her influence to do good, too. So why is she trying to bring you down?
She believes that that would be a good thing, Wilbur. Almost no one wants to do evil. There are just very different views on what is evil and what is good.
I think I'll go see the headmaster.
This is
Goodbye,
very
Archmage.
political. This
Bye,
part.
Remy.
Goodbye, Wilbur.
It makes a lot
Don't
of
let them intimidate you.
our
I'll do my
current
best.
U.S. politics.
And I won't give up.
I know.
You go on ahead, I'll be along in a minute. I want to talk to you privately. There are problems.
That bit about dark magic all over the city does not sound good.
It's not just that. I think the Archmage's life is in danger.
What?
There was an attack, or there may have been one. Alistair insists it was a coincidence, but how often do heavy gardeners just break up a mage tower when he's standing below them? I have assigned as many rats as I can spare to guard him, but you must also keep your eyes open, Wilbur.
Me?
Not only is something going on in the city, something is happening in the school too. We need information. We need to find out who is behind all this.
I hear Alistair's finally appointed you head of the Secret Service. From King of Thieves to High Public Office, eh?
Absolutely. Made quite a stir. It is the first time a rat has ever officially held an official government position. More than a few are of the opinion that with so many humans out of work, rats should not receive any jobs at all.
But nobody knows the city like you rats do. You really helped me out during my last adventure. You brought me potion ingredients and my fantastic magic wand.
And you saved Timmy and my entire clan from starvation. We'll never forget that, Wilbur Weathervane.
Timmy was a great help during my first lesson this morning.
Yes, he has done well. He absolutely wants to be a mage, just like his role model.
Just like the Archmage.
No, just like the hero of the Black Tower. For Timmy and many others, you are one of the heroes who ended the war.
Oh, me? Then it's best I talk to the headmaster and ask him what I should do for him.
Whatever it is, just do it and act inconspicuous. But keep your eyes open for anything unusual while you do so. Well, things that look unusual even in an enchanted mage school.
Got it.
Why don't we meet down at the inn after work? Then we can exchange news.
I just hope Headmaster Block doesn't keep me busy all night.
You'll be fine. You defeated the Shadow Army, never forget that.
Yeah, just... back then I wasn't alone. What's this? Another book page. I'll take it with me.
And another one. Kobold's hanging out up there.
Kobold seems pretty adventurous. He was the first to slip out of the classroom and now he's just buzzing around. No idea. Well, it's not just that he's very far away, he just... That kobold seems...
Another kobold.
I don't know where the kobolds came from, but they don't give me the If I was... Yeah, the school's not in the best condition, but at least there's a public... And now we will gradually reclaim the building, and I will help... The school looked terrible when it reappeared. It took days before we could move freely on the ground floor. Don't even want to think about upstairs. No idea how to reach him up there. Well, it's not just that he's very... I'd love to know what's on the upper floors, but it's a magical building. We carried loads of rubbish out of the school. I'll take them with me.
Wood to burn.
A lever. A lever.
Let's find out. Let's pull the left one. I'll leave that one down.
When I first arrived at the school a few days ago, I got a real fright when I mean, I knew about armor from books, but if you imagine that there's a real person inside and has been for... Maybe the tapestry shows who the knights... I don't know much about these things, unfortunately. We didn't have knights in the White Ridge Mountains. Probably they sank in the snow. The tapestry's in a miserable condition, like everything here. The tapestry seems to be magic. At first the thread was very short, but now it's at least 4 paces long. I'll rip it off and take it with me. You can never have enough magic thread.
That's right. What's up, Knight?
Silly. Whoever's in the armor would have died a lot unless it's a go. The school's not in the best condition. Wow, this isn't dust and dirt. It's like the funk of 40,000 years. It's rock art. As if that, even though no one's been here for 20 years.
Alright, let's check out here.
Headmaster Block.
Ah, Professor Weathervane. There you are at last. I have some tasks for you.
Oh, what do you have for
I
me?
look forward to us working together.
I'll be frank, Professor Weathervane. You have a mage diploma, but have not completed the tests required in order to work as a teacher. Attested credentials, a written application, nothing. You are only here on the Archmage's recommendation.
That's right. But there's currently a shortage of mages, and everyone must do their best.
Do their best is well and good. But it does not replace the formal and mandatory training for teachers of higher magic.
But the Archmage Alistair trusts me to teach here at the school.
Well, yes. Mages have a well-known penchant for chaos. I'm still trying to get an overview. The records management in this school defies description. Council Leader Van Buren wants to reorganize this educational institution and finally bring structure into the place, and she has my full support. Correct management of the teaching records must once again become the teaching staff's primary task. That is the only possible way to institute efficient control of learning and teaching methods.
I may have no formal training as a teacher, but I managed to thrill my students in the very first hour. I performed a spell, and you could really see the way they caught fire. Not literally, of course. It wasn't a fire spell or anything of that sort.
You performed a spell?
Yes. And now they want to learn to do the same. They want to learn.
According to my records, history of magic was on the syllabus.
Yes, but...
Professor Weathervane, crucial to our success in teaching is that we provide students with a stable, reliable framework and adhere to the curriculum exactly.
Yes, but the students...
Had you enjoyed proper training, you would have known that. I will note this failure in your file, and in the future you will stick to the curriculum, dear colleague.
You mentioned tasks earlier, Headmaster?
Yes, you have 2 tasks. As you know, the Archmage is coming early tomorrow to officially inaugurate the school. Important political and business personages will be attending, and as you can assumedly see, the school is not in a presentable condition. Council Leader Van Buren has hired a caretaker, but he cannot do the work alone. Your tasks are to help him clean the floor in the entrance hall and remove the cobwebs by tomorrow.
You want me to sweep the hall and get rid of the cobwebs? Is that really my job as a teacher?
Yes, indeed. A school is a team endeavor, so that means you have to do what I tell you.
If you told me to get rid of the flying kobolds, that I would have understood.
What did you say? Flying kobolds?
Uh...
If there are flying kobolds infesting the place, they must be got rid of too. See to it, Weathervane. Floor, cobwebs, flying kobolds, fix them.
And apart from cleaning, what else is there to do?
The inventory has revealed that a number of items of school property have gone missing. Among other things, the school library.
The whole library has gone missing.
That is correct. I asked the Archmage about the matter, and he confirmed to me that the room was there before. He does not know where it is now. He said something about I think it's unseemly.
Agreed.
That I...
You support the count...
Indeed I do. To me, the council... But do not worry, Weathervane. And of course,
Tell that to Council Leader Van...
What's that?
Oh, it's one of the campaign brochures the Council Leader put in my classroom. You ask a lot.
By tomorrow morning, you have until 72...
72 o'clock.
I have developed my own efficient metric system of measuring time. A day has 100 hours, consisting of 100...
So,
For a properly qualified teacher, even... Or should I note in your file...
No,
Very good. And...
One thing's clear. Headmaster Block wants me to fail. And secondly, I like this school. And third, the work the headmaster has given... Allardyce! Albert! He seems to be an excellent student. There are... Oh, what? Axel cannot pay his school... Axel... Brian... He tell... Burnison of High Wind Lake managed... Daniel... D... Elmar... Is he working for the school or himself? Oh, a display case documenting the achievements of pupils of this... Pride Place seems to go to a... Broomball originally went by a different name, but there were legal complications. That's... The display case can't be... A nice pair of bellows. When my family wanted to fort, you are the most important gnome in this map. It says Fireplace Travel Network Map. It shows a lot of fat black dots connected by... Above each of the dots is a name. Seastone, Mage Tower, Entrance Hall, Coaching Inn. I've heard about this. Wizards use a powder to travel. Of course, this doesn't just work with any fireplace. It must be on the Fireplace Travel Net. One of the dots is a few... If this must be the best clock in the world. Most only have 2 or 3 hands. This one has I don't really know this. Together with some fireplace travel powder.
I hope that is not school property that you intend to burn there.
They're just a few old boards.
From the school here?
Yes, but you should have thrown them away.
You should have thrown them away, but you didn't do so.
I thought to myself, why throw away the boards and waste expensive firewood? Why unnecessarily burden school finances?
Good thinking, Professor Weathervane. Carry on.
Wowzers! Even outside the classroom, this job is more complicated than I first thought. That's a good start. However, I can't light the wood directly. I mean, it's dry, but not dry. A fire maker is an amazing... You fill it with flammable gas, which is then... Why work? The spell worked excellently. Well, I think I've summoned enough of them for... Master Mark's still missing. I wonder if Friedlin still likes pet. I don't need the empty card. Paper, wood. Do you by any chance have a match?
You are a trained mage. Or were there some gaps?
No, everything's fine. Oh, crap. I have no idea how to... Oh, how pretty. A swan. The dwarven word for this art form means some... Hey, this isn't just... Sorry, Swan. Another book page. Whoa, the new caretaker troll. Hello. Hello. I teach. If you were to talk to me, we could work. Come on.
Oh, great. Someone else to make demands around here.
What are you doing?
What does it look?
It looks like you're cleaning the hall.
Yep, it's my job.
You been a caretaker?
I run the...
Oh,
Nothing here works without me. Just...
I see. But don't the teachers and the school administration, etc., have a
What's the...
Yes, it's...
What do you...
Could take a while.
Yeah, if you say so.
I bet counts...
Of course. She will...
Oh, great. I think she'd be perfectly happy if...
Know what your problem is? Bert thinks...
Who's Bert?
Buddy of mine. He thinks you're a wimber.
But I don't even know Bert. Even we...
So you're saying I'm lying? That's exactly what Bert...
There is no...
You really live in your own...
Headmaster Block has ordered you and I to clean the hall and free it of cobwebs.
Already on it?
Yeah.
Oh, you could...
Not that, only maybe you could use some help.
Sure, but I ain't giving you now.
What What's your problem? I'm offering you...
Oh, boo.
Look, you were told if we work together, it will be fast...
Sure, Professor.
I never said that.
Don't know about it.
It is quite...
No one else is allowed to...
I...
Your parents are siblings.
I'm keeping an eye open for a friend. Well, you know, if, for example, someone's wandering around the school who has no...
There was a penny stuck in the door.
You what?
There was a penny
Ah, that's
Did you put the penny in?
Me?
If I find a coin...
Come on, seriously.
Can't cope with your life, huh?
You've never helped me.
Oh.
I'm slowly beginning to believe you actually
Everyone hates me, because...
I'm sure...
Yes, they do. People say that... And you know what?
No? It was nice talk.
Arseholes.
And I think that's wrong.
Yeah, but then you run. Who made you This school is going downhill and has been for a long time. Didn't used to be that way. But now everything has to be politically correct. Or you get silenced.
Yeah, well... Oh, hello. Headmaster Block once...
Didn't tell.
But he did tell me. And
One.
why you...
Trolls.
I know why you don't want to help. You can't.
I can do anything. But I don't have to prove...
Never mind. I like the cob.
Yeah, not...
Yeah. However, it would make me really angry if someone...
Huh? You talk...
Things can't go on. Is that all you want? Just to be a right pain in the arse all your life?
Blah, blah. What is it?
You,
Want to... Ha.
that was a way... If I put a coin into the gap in the door on the same side... Done, and then... Oh, hello. I think there's a coin stuck in the door.
Did you...
No?
I hate it when the door...
A huge keyring. No, that won't work. Keyring is... He'd probably notice if I was... I could pull the thread through the hook of the... It worked! And I can even sew! I could sew the pages into a quire later. Those are the cob... Not only are there... That kobold seems pretty... He was the first to slip out of the class. The door to the magic school actually consists of several doors. One for the large creatures, such as trolls, one for humans and elves and the like, and then there's one for gnomes and dwarves. That is supposed to symbolize that everyone is welcome in the school. But in reality, graduate mages are almost exclusive. I'm the first non-human to How can I ever get the hall cleaned up? Oi! Stop that! He kissed the picture of the princess. Probably better if I put the book in a safe. I don't know exactly what the council leader... First they wanted to... And then they said wait should be... In the end, they agreed on a minimum age. This is the destiny. Aunt Timmy... He was crazy about the book of fairy tales. That's... He was crazy. I wanted to ask the art, but when he showed me... What's this? For Wilbur, A. Wow!
I'm a magic slate.
A talking slate?
I can speak, write, draw, calculate, sing.
Wow! You look like...
Thank you.
And...
The gift wrap and greeting.
But who is it?
Insufficient.
Maybe Alistair, the arch...
Mordred, Vivian, Leslie,
He probably thought I might need... Can you be used to play games which appear to be free at first glance, but in the long term empty your pocket and leave you destitute?
No. I am a tool and was
Too bad.
insufficient.
So let me get... Do you know any...
No,
Can you give me...
unless it's about...
Okay, Archmage Alistair's magic slate. He'd like to have the book back, but if I give it to him... A fire maker is an amazing piece of engineering. If I need fire, maybe the old fire... Nothing. Either it's broken or missing fuel, or I'm not using it correctly. I don't know how the machine works. A fire maker, you fill it with flammable gas, which is... Master Marcus told me everything I need to know. I just wish I was... He was crazy about the bats. This is the death. Huh? No, that would be overtaxing. The moment I have no questions. The moment I have no questions. Can I use it? But I don't think I should do it. Using magic to compel living creatures to do... A fairy spell summoned the kobolds, but it doesn't say how to send... And why did kobolds appear when I summoned... Wow, this isn't dust and dirt. It's like the funk even... The fireplace here. I need. Should I misuse the broom on display to sweep out the entrance hall? Unfortunately, I can't open the display case. The display case can't. Fluffy, Hiker, Frieda, Inga, Yoda. Leonard, Leb, Marco Tit, Mario, Movie, Papa, Percy, Pete, Ren, Russell, Sash, Sir, Speed, Thera, Toby. Excuse me, Headmaster Block.
Yes?
I met the caretaker. Troll.
I know what you want to say. I'm not. But what can I do? They have a strength.
What do you mean?
Paragraph 1, Section 1. The troll is not allowed to speak with any.
Why do so many of the notes on your desk have a small hole in the middle?
That's airmail. You spike the message on the beak of a homing pigeon. Not an optimal method.
I think it.
And that would.
You could simply write the letters directly onto the pigeons themselves.
Not a bad.
Records seem to be very important to you.
Order is very important.
I have a loose leaf binder.
Maybe you can do something with this then. There is no room for a spell in my files. Archive it, Mr. Weathervane.
Gladly.
Yes?
If I...
The caretaker troll.
He doesn't want to give...
You are a
The cobwebs in the hall are a long way.
And?
You... But I'm a rather...
That is no...
Can't one or two of the kobolds just stay here? After all, they are magical creatures and...
Rioting kobolds in my
shame. About the...
Yes?
It shows several...
Of course. Large and important buildings can have more than...
One of them seems to be in the missing...
Good thinking, Wet.
I'm already on it. But even if the fireplace was still reachable...
True. You need some extremely rare and valuable... Only high-ranking civil servants.
Thank you.
Weathervane, aren't you listening? Only...
But I thought I was supposed to...
Of course, but without wasting my fireplace travel.
I don't know...
That's your problem. Or at least...
So...
Be my...
There's enough fireplace travel powder in the jar to take me to the library 100 times. But can I get some without the... The headmaster won't give me any of his travel powder. I could study in it and no one would ever notice that I don't know much about magic. I just have to stay a step... The headmaster won't give... A spell? Someone is... Headmaster Pinkerton. His spell is currently circulating throughout the school. It opens tabs, knots, loops, and the like. By now, there is hardly a student or teacher in this school who still has their pants around their waists and not their... It's... The moment I don't think that'll work. The spell... I could try. As I suspected. I don't know how to conjure fire. I can't leave until I've completed the... I don't want to let the art... Oh, hello. Headmaster Blocker's on.
Right.
So, you...
Of course.
Then give them to me.
How sure?
You're making fun of me.
No.
Ah, no matter what I...
Cool.
The door's stuck again. Quick now. Ha ha, he didn't twig. One of these keys has got to fit. Ah, there we go.
What are those noises, Professor Weathervane?
I was just removing an ugly stain from our display case. Our school's achievements should be there for all the world to see as a shining example.
Well said.
Who am I trying to fool? The dirt is rock hard and impossible to shift, and the broom's too big for me, and the hole's huge, and I hate cleaning. It'd take me hours to get this done. There must be a better way. Let's see. Why work when you can do magic? My magic broom is sweeping diligently, all by itself. I think I can leave it alone and take care of other things. With magic, nothing ever really goes wrong. I don't have any... Absolutely not! He would accuse me of having blocked the door with a coin and then using some magic to steal his keys. How am I supposed to get up there to remove the cobwebs? Like most gnomes, I get nervous when the soil is further than one gnome away. At the moment, I have no questions. kobold seems... He was the first to slip out of the classroom and... Master Marcus's number won't help me anymore. He's probably already on his way to... Still missing a few pages, but if I'm lucky, I'll find them all and can save a book. Why work when you can do magic? The automation spell. A fire maker is an amazing piece of... You fill it with flammable gas, which is then ignited using complicated technology. I saved the book of fairy tales from that annoying kobold. But maybe I can use the book to lure him into a trap. I should... One spark, and we'd have the same result as the devastate... That was the time that Grandad lived on nothing but beans for 2 weeks, while we were visiting relatives in Nomagan. At the moment I haven't... He'd like to have the... This is the desk that Chantal... Isn't it strange? Caretakers always have a master key on the big... Isn't it strange? He's already done with the floor. At least, I'd call it clean enough. If it were any more clean, it would just point out how dirty everything... Okay, broom. Broom! Hey! Stop! Oh, I may have a little prop. There has to be a way. Birds are flying! I should... By the... Maxim Bruma! Maybe I'd have more... but don't you get... No! There's already enough paper in the fireplace. That won't help with... Better not. I'm sure the drawings on this page are for the fire maker. The fireplace here in the staff room is... I need a... I hope no one knows. I'll put it back when the job... Excuse me,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have...
Very well.
However... What...
As long as they function properly and can be controlled.
Then... the... So...
Be...
Better if old Blocky doesn't know I have the keyring. He would ask how I came by it. The moment. I don't think he's I should put it somewhere where she can find it tomorrow. If I find a couple of old coins...
The heirs of the original owner. If they are not found, the state.
So they wouldn't belong to...
Absolutely.
Well, it was just... As correct and meticulous as Blocky, but I don't think any... In principle, not a bad idea. The cobbles would certainly distract, but then I would have more to get out... Nothing. Probably hit a hole. Nothing. Probably hit a hole. Nothing. No idea how to reach him up there. Well, it's not just that he's very far away, he just never stops. I don't think I'd hit him. I'm not a very good... I'm... I saved the book of fairy tales from that annoying kobold. But maybe I can use... Maybe I... Hey, look! That book! Ah! I have you... Well, sort of. Locked up in a dark place with a book of fairy tales. Time to negotiate. Hello? I got nothing against you, but you have to leave the school. It's too dangerous here for you, and you're interfering with the routine. I'm going to slowly open the desktop now, and you're going to come out peacefully. Right then. Ah! Ow! Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I should probably make the best of this. I'll just keep him in the pencil case where it's safe. Oh, I think he's woken up, honey. This little guy's trying to get out of the pencil case. Maybe better if I'm not the first thing he sees when the pencil case... I shouldn't do that too often. The room could... One spark. That was the time that... The moment I have no... Absolutely not! He pounded the other cobble to mush. I don't want anything bad to happen. Haha, hopefully this'll get...
So that would be the next... Go away! Did you see that, weather vane? Unbelievable! The thing...
Appalling! I should start a fire first. I'm gonna hold my... Got it. Right then. If Done! The machine is... Here we go. Eureka! Who am I talking to? Oh, a nice flame. I'll tear a sheet from the notepad into strips. They should do to... Let's give it a try. Now, hurry! Done. Now come on, burn.
Did you say something, Professor Weathervane?
I'm just about to summon fire with my magic skills. Oh, fire, come here.
Careful, Professor. Don't burn the whole...
The result was great, but how did I summon fire when all... I don't like it. A lovely fire, but the heat is just a positive side effect. The fire will... Well, the flames have turned green and the fire is suddenly cool. It's not a normal fire anymore. It's... I guess I just have to think of the symbols that are painted. Owl, worm, rat. Wow! Wherever the missing library is, I'm inside it now. Huh? Hello?
What is it?
What does it want here?
My name is Wilbur Weathervane. Who is speaking?
It's scary. It should not be here.
What the?
It's trying to break loose! Help!
It has awakened. What does it want?
Would you mind letting me get up? It's pretty uncomfortable here.
Haha, never.
But at some point you'll have to let me get up.
Is that possible?
What?
That we, sooner or later, have to let him get up?
No idea.
The answer to your question is,
Okay.
huh. We,
Yes!
And you're...
That,
What happened?
the book, then the, what's it called?
you know,
Right.
So,
it was...
well, for the rest of us out there, you know,
You know anything about that?
I...
So you mean your feet thought the...
I'm not being
Confused? Ha!
all right then. So come on.
With me? Well, I'm a big, thingy.
I am a,
Hey, yeah,
There's something. How about we try and figure out what's going...
You can't. We don't know. It is not. I say we throw it out the window so that its leaves are scattered to the four.
I think you're right.
Well, I think you're getting a little bit carried away.
Careful. It's terrible. It's coming right. What a monster!
Look, you, I won't hurt you, but something really weird is going on, and I am not gonna let you...
Mimic.
We know it not. Nast.
I wonder if the books were always alive, and shouldn't books be terribly wild? That's strange. The writing is very pale and fuzzy. It's almost as if... Ah! I have to get used to these living books. I think the library goes even further up there. One can hardly see anything because it's so dark, and I don't see a ladder or a stairway that would lead up there. If the librarian wasn't some sort of I thought they would depend. The books have all retreated to the shelves. I don't... Listen, I won't hurt you. I've been looking for you.
Make it step.
But I won't hurt you.
Go away.
Did you make the library disappear?
It should leave.
Maybe we can help each other.
It wants to wash us. So the last bit of it.
Oh!
Talking isn't helping here. I just have... Maybe they know how to make a life whatever. Empty. Everything that might... I need wood for a fireplace, and instead of burning books or a shelf, I'd rather have... It would be better if the headmaster never... 1 or 2 blank sheets of... If it weren't so scary here, the library, I think it once was. You don't see doors... A note. This is a spell. The fire spell! The mo... Not sure this desk was meant for students. Looking at the tools, a large part of the work must have... Oh, this book is... The glue has given up the ghost and now... Here's one of the pages. If I could repair the book, I would have to sew the missing pages to...
Dum-de-doodle-oo.
Huh? Do you know anything about...
I know.
You have to sew the pages together.
Correct. The so-called...
And these quires are then glued...
Correct. For which you need... Alternatively, alchemically manufactured adhesives or some
Trolls!
Correct. Troll snot.
Thank you for this valuable and... I would have to... Jelly... Perhaps the books fed them, so they... Wouldn't that be terrible? That's the 6th sheet. I think there's only... If I would have to... This wall, this art... It's almost as if this room was hiding from the world. This wall... Maybe they know how to make a library whatever. As... Ignifaxia... I'm slowly getting...
What did it do?
It summoned the... Maybe they know how to make a library whatever. I could sew the pages... As much as I'd like to say that the fire makes this room... The reality is, it casts longer shadows and provides more height... A little... That was the last of the fireplace travel powder, but I think it was enough. Oh, hello. As you can see, I've swept the hall.
You didn't sweep the hill. You want us to...
No, but I have to go. I... Excuse me, headmaster.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Really?
well, it's not easy to get into.
Unfortunately, the library is a room through...
But how?
I do not care! And then I can finally return this loose... Yes, indeed. The Traveller, apparently a researcher. The arts, sciences... Very exciting...
If you give me the page, I might be able to find the rest of the...
I'm sure the tale will end well and will serve... Yeah.
Ta.
Yeah.
So,
Be my...
all right. Done. A beautiful... I have sewn the 7 lost sheets. Now I have to glue the choir into the damaged book in the library. Even if I could justify burning school. A finely crafted white... I found all the pages, and I've sewn them together to make a proper choir. All I'm missing is glue, or troll snot, if worse comes to worse. I found all the pages. All I'm missing is glue. Maybe they know how to make a library, whatever. At the moment, I have no question. Look here, isn't it pretty?
Ugly.
That's not true. Got it from my grandmother. It's an heirloom. And, wow, it means a lot to me.
Thank you for showing it to me.
Ha ha! I tricked you. I wanted your snot in the cloth.
Oh, wow. You're so great. Snort. Nut job.
Better to use the glue, otherwise I'd... All right, I'll smear a little troll snot along the spine. Ugh. And then I'll carefully glue the choir in. Done! As good as new. I attempted to rise, but was not able to stir. For, as I happened to lie on my back, I found my arms and legs were strongly fastened on each side to the ground. The same was the case with my very long and thick hair. I likewise felt several slender ligatures across my body, from my armpits to my thighs. I could only look upwards. The sun began to grow hot, and the light offended my eyes.
You can read me?
Well, of course. You are actually one of my favorite books.
Read on.
You mean you can?
Books cannot read. We have to be read. When no one reads us, our stories fade and we forget who we are.
Oh, that is so sad. I would love to help you all, but I've so much to do and I can't possibly read you all.
Reading books is ancient magic. You can travel to foreign places, the past and the future.
What does that mean?
There's always time for a good book.
Well, okay then. Who wants to go first?
Me, pick me.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of... That was great. I'm going to repeat that as soon as... Well, how did I do?
Not long enough.
And how long was that?
Yeah.
Excuse me, head...
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Understood.
that was a job pretty well...
Do you want praise every time you are successful in doing...
Yes, please.
No.
So,
You...
the moment I have no questions. Master Marks is not... I think I've summoned enough of them. It's strange. Sometimes I feel as if my magic wand does things on its own. Why work when you can... Few old coins. They must have been under... I'll send these plans to young Allardyce's family. He wasn't a madman. He built a machine. I'll send it... Bellows. I won't go into details now, but when one pulls the handles apart, they pressing the handles together forces the air out of the tip. Took me a while to figure that out, but bellows, pressing the hand for opening. Isn't it strange? The fire. Now I can start. The fire looks perfectly normal again. Probably the last bit of fire. It doesn't matter. I can enter the library. The fire looks... but don't you get too... Wow! It looks like this library has finally returned to life. What is this? Laws of Avantasia. Hello? You're not going to bite my finger. In Bracken? In Belzine? What else? In Shindula, men and women over 18 years are prohibited... Oh, come in... I take... This book is... A law book full of crazy laws. I like that one. A great team. I didn't read all of the book. It was as if they were awakening from a long sleep. I only had to read a few sentences, and the text came back, black as coal and crisp. And they began... Hello, friend.
He who from the world retires.
Ah,
Wilbur, friend of...
come on.
It is a kingly...
You seem to all be...
Oh, we have so many stories to...
Tomorrow, I'll bring my students here.
And we could...
Hello.
Oh, let's hope so.
Is that...
Philosophy books that canna hold a thought.
You said earlier that you need...
We experienced it. Books that are no longer read lose our ideas and our...
Are all you...
No, even here there are books that... Some books stay dead, no matter how often you read them.
Oh, I had a math book in...
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go.
Goodbye, Wilbur.
Whatever. Oh, what happened to...
A sad story. Their fate was sealed by the leaky roof.
Well, maybe...
It's too...
Correct. That's why we should help them before... Oh, no.
We've already been... The book friend hasn't got
Time. You.
The books are ruined.
Oh, the book's even the best. And you?
From this, sir.
Aha! A suitable... Tell me, how did the...
Back now into the... Be thou word until I call thee for...
Back now, Broom. Into the closet.
Wilbur!
You?
Of course!
But I don't think I've...
You didn't.
Of course you have!
Who are you?
Call me Emmett. Alternatively, I know everything,
Captain Nate travelled back in time. He had an amulet from...
but are bewildered just into... Have you never...
If it were possible... And...
Why, how old...
He pressed...
Precise... If it didn't...
It...
Are you absolutely...
Tell me...
Well... And the world was the same...
What is this? The books are still rotten. I mean, already rotten. I haven't gone back far enough. Hello?
What do you mean?
We've always been able to...
Wilbur, from the...
Nat.
Tell me. Why does it...
Strange.
It's never looked...
But it did. In my time, it was...
Oh, so...
Yes.
Have you suffered, perhaps?
Those books in the corner there...
A tragic story a few years ago.
That's why I'm here. I just don't...
You don't.
A book about...
He never shut his flap about his...
I'm just gonna take...
Please.
Burying a book. What the others did to you was...
Books are very stubborn. Once...
It actually...
That...
time travel.
Great!
I still have...
With...
There's no I'd love to see what the rest of the school look, but I'm just here to save the books, and there are more than enough things that need doing back. Hi.
How can I...
Send me... Well, you tell me... The fire looks quite strange. No sign of whoever was supposed to repair the roof. Not that it'd make any... The book's on... There's a few broadhead nails. I'll take a few. Hi.
How can
Send. What's this? Dear Wilbur. Hey, a message from the time travel book. Shortly after you traveled back to your time, I left the library. There is a lot out there to discover. Time travel must be possible, even without magic and outside of a magical library. Don't you agree? I want to thank you for everything, book friend, for saving those curmudgeonly old books. Above all, for giving me a topic, nay, even more, a passion. Take this gift as thanks. May it always keep your clever head dry. Wow! What a stylish hat! Old but not rotten. They don't know that they would have rotted without my help. The books have been through. The fire is one. Must have been a long time. A law book full of crazy law. I like that one. A law book full of crazy law. I like that one. Could be. I'm happy I don't have to worry about it. You just have to know your rights. That kobold seems... He was the first to slip out of the classroom and now he's just... No idea how to... Well, it's not just that he's very far away, he just... I don't think I'd hit him. I'm not a very... There has to be a way. By the power... Back now! Oi! Ah, well, at least... It seems to be back to normal. The magical interlude doesn't... You're going back where you belong. The broom is back. Excuse me.
Yes. Yeah.
Respect.
Got it. Uh-huh.
Headmaster.
What do you have?
Heaps of all.
Indeed.
Do you think they're still valid?
But of course. As long as the law was...
One of the laws says that government employees under 1.5 meters in height are not allowed to work.
Veritable.
And yet you want me to
Oh, Of course. I should not have asked.
Ignorance. Can we then consider the task of...
But please, leave. An old code of laws can be of. Yeah.
Oh, nothing. So, I'll get back to work then.
You are doing amazingly well.
bye! Excuse me, Headmaster Block.
Yes? Yeah?
Oh, nothing. So, you are... That kobold seems pretty... He was the... And bye! That's it! I locked him out! All tasks completed in record time. I think that proves that I was a good choice for the school, doesn't it?
Wilbur, what do you want now?
I just want to say I've completed all the tasks.
You have? As was to be expected. There are a few other things. The other floors have yet to be cleared of rubble. And there are holes in the roof. Also, we have a problem with giant spiders in the basement. In addition, take care of the banquet for tomorrow.
Headmaster Block?
Shoo, shoo! I want to call it a day.
But it's impossible for me to finish by tomorrow.
Impossible? Impossible? I thought nothing was impossible for Mr. Gnome.
You and the council leader, you two will never get away with this.
All floors, the roof, the basement, and the food before tomorrow morning. You come up with a way to get it done.
What do you say to that? That's unfair. Nobody could do all these tasks alone. I don't even need to try. I'd best go into town and talk to Remy in the inn. Maybe he'll know what to do. Something's weird here. No one could fit...
Doodaloo.
Huh?
Dum-de-doodle. That...
What?
The tasks.
Yeah?
No, most mages do not enjoy.
But I don't have the gold.
For centuries, mages have relied on golem.
Ah, that sounds interesting. But...
Lock the door.
Very well, Headmaster Block.
And then, whoosh! I shot back up to the flying island on the carpet. But everything was, I don't know, girlified. And then suddenly Critter clobbered me over the head.
Are you sure that's how it all happened?
Yes! Or, no! The part with the transformation was later. But I was knocked out, wasn't I? My memories are fragmentary, blurred. Wait. Everything was blurred. And then I said to myself, why don't you go and visit your old friend the Red Pirate?
Oh, you're always my favorite. And it doesn't change a thing you've got a friend over there and to bring you here in chains.
No bounty hunter can catch me. Zazzy couldn't, and him over there either.
Yeah, and you were nicely timed.
Yeah, well, that...
I've been after you since... And that little...
I didn't steal the Mary. You've got even more pretty things here than before, back then.
My magical artifacts are like my
Children?
treasures. They are very valuable and powerful and dreadful.
Where have all the guards got to? Should know.
Bah! What about the artifact of divine? And I want...
I ruined the...
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'll tell you if you let me go. Wait.
I let you live. Oh, no.
If that's your bestest offer. I also hit little people with glasses on. All right then, if that's how you want it. Ugh. Ugh. Take that and that. Ha! Had enough?
Oh, what fun. There'll last some action round here.
I'll take him outside and stick his head in some cold water. Perhaps he'll start thinking straight again, within the bounds of his capabilities.
That's a good idea.
Leave me. I can manage.
What are you doing? You were only supposed to pretend you were drinking. The Red Pirate was supposed to fall asleep. We'd overpower the guards, grab the lamp, and beat it. That was the plan.
Plan, man. I needed that. And anyway, haven't you noticed? It's as if the whole island has died out. Not a single soul here. Apart from the Red Pirate. And his screws are getting looser by the day.
And his taste in art leaves something to be desired.
There you are! Come, Critter! We're getting out of here. There's something seriously wrong with this place. To the Mary! Ow.